Welcome to Gossip with Friends.
I just pressed record there and Danielle didn't know. Right. Welcome to episode 1, season 1 of Gossip with Friends podcast. As Danielle was just saying, as I hit record. She's always too late for everything. So,
Well, better late than never.
some of you might have seen one or both or none of us before. I don't know. Listen, I'm just got to say, I'm blonde and she's the brunette, but none of these make sense. So, I've already got a podcast called Reboot Your Thoughts. Danielle's been on that before, so some of you might have seen that. Danielle lives in Turkey and also works in Turkey, then singing on a boat and whatever else she does. She'll tell you about that later. So that's how some of you might have seen us. You might not have seen us. But how have you not seen us before? Like, I just think that's rude.
Sure is. You've
So,
not lived in.
What?
You've not lived in if you've not seen us.
Exactly. We'll get into that later. So obviously I've been doing my podcast for 9 months or something like that. I don't know. Started it in June, beginning of June. And then me and Danielle done a couple of episodes on that together. And I says, why don't we do one together? Where Danielle holds her eyes. And I've also just asked her to do something else together. PG, by the way. And she rolled her eyes at that as well. But I think I come up with the best ideas.
Yeah, of course you do. I'm fighting my curtains here.
That sounded a bit half-hearted.
No, like, literally stop what you see. All the curtains up your planet.
Danielle's on holiday just now, so just ignore her. She's in holiday mode, whereas we're all sitting in the freezing cold or wherever we are in the world. So, do you want to say why we decided to call it Gossip with Friends?
So the reason we decided we Gossip with Friends is because we couldn't really find a good name that fitted us. And we wanted to invite everybody into our type of world.
A good thing. The poor people in the world.
So, like, the thing is, we want something kind and light-hearted that people can watch and have a laugh with and relate to. Like, there's a lot of things that people are scared to talk about that they could ask us to talk about for them. It will be anonymous.
Because my other podcast is all about mental health and it's all kind of serious topics on there, so we didn't know what to do in serious.
Show the real Aileen and get 5 minutes in.
Listen, you're going to put people in fear mode by saying that. And one particular person popped into my head, but we're not naming names.
So we have to have something that's kind-hearted, you can laugh at, you can chill at, and it's just like a gossip with your pal.
So partly it's because me and Danielle have been pals. We tried to work this out before, didn't we? 17 years, did we say?
I can't remember now.
It must be 17 years because my youngest was about 1.5.
Right.
So it must be about 17 years. I think somebody might be feeling that. No. So we became pals because I used to work for Ann Summers. I don't know if I'm allowed to name them, but I'm naming them anyway, don't care. And then parties. I went to a party and Danielle was one of the guests. You didn't drink at that point, but did you?
Oh, it was a good glass.
No, that's taking it too far.
That was a good glass. Excuse me. I thought it was been a good glass.
Really hasn't
it? I was a bit hyper and I didn't need alcohol.
And you already worked in Turkey at that point, didn't you? I'm saying nothing. I'm just ignoring you. Better swallow.
Well, I had to swallow there.
On vacation. So that's how me and Danielle became pals, because in Ann Summers' party now she doesn't know she wants this bitter swallow.
Yeah.
So
no, I was in Turkey. I was in Turkey in the summers.
Because that was the winter, that party, and you had just came back. for the winter, didn't you? And then what happened? You booked a party. And we kept in touch that way. So for that party, me and Danielle kept in touch. We like added each other on Facebook, booked the party, and then we became pals. And then she ended up working with me as well in my team at Ann Summers, and like it just kind of went for there, and now we can't get at each other. And you're still alive because you've done it again.
Never drifted apart.
You've done that again where you never.
I am here.
But you look dead.
Maybe the camera's glitching.
Danielle has died.
Right.
Right, so that's how we became pals. And I'm not saying it now.
And we've experienced everything together since that day.
No, everything.
Well, but I mean, like any main events in our lives, we've been there for each other, and
Aye.
Like for the highest to the
She's
lowest.
she's also bullied me for a big part of the years.
You watch what you're saying here. You're on the gossip.
No, but I was talking about this the other day on.
Bullied you how?
Podcast. Well, I had a particular boyfriend.
Oh, here we go. Get the violins out.
And him and her ganged up me every single day in life. And I was just a poor wee soul. I had nobody on my side. But they did bully me. Everything she said, he agreed with, and everything he said, she agreed with. Mm-hmm. And not a single bit of it was true. You've died again.
There is a fine line here. Wait a minute. There's a fine line here with bullying and just being truthful.
No, but it wasn't being truthful. It wasn't about being truthful. We were telling the truth
on sometimes.
You were always telling me how stupid I was.
So can we do a split screen and get a photo up? Can we do this? Like have a split screen and get a photo up? Because obviously it's difficult. If we were in the same room, I would have put it on my phone to show everybody.
What do you mean?
But like one of the incidents, like could I get? How would I be able to get a photo up? Well, actually, I think I've got a phone here. Hold on, I'll get the photo up for an instant.
No, we were getting bullied. I need to prove this. See, she's bullying me again.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
Remember, it's me that's editing this video. So if I don't agree with this photo, it's getting edited out. Oh no. Am I in the photo?
I am getting the photo.
Oh no, I know what you've got to do. I know what you've got to do. Are you bringing up Linda?
I'm bringing up Linda. And then like a side sketch. Have you got white glasses in the house?
I know you were going to do that. Don't do that to me. Right.
If you got white glasses in the house,
I'm going to put a poll on social media and tell me if you think this is bullying.
Well, how can? Oh, wait, no, the sun's out. So look at that and look at Aileen. If she had white glasses on, do you see the resemblance?
Right. There was a reason for this being. Listen, get her away.
Gimme.
Right, so the reason that happened, and it was because of that particular boyfriend. So this is how I'm telling you. Listen, believe me here, right? Everybody take my side in the poll because this is ridiculous.
But see if you put your hair down and put white glasses on, I'll win this poll.
Right, so I was always blonde. And I was always kind of peroxide blonde because it goes with my brain, matches my brain. And what was I got to say? So then when I split up with that particular person for a wee while, I went through a wee bit of a midlife crisis. And I went every colour under the sun. So what did we start off with? Auburn. And then I think I went red, purple, brown, that blue, black and everything. Then I decided to strip my hair colour to go back to blonde, and it kind of went that colour when I stripped it, which it does for everybody. You strip your hair colour, it goes ginger. So they started calling me Linda. But do you remember the first time he said it to me? And he said something Linda on the phone, and I thought he was having an affair, and I thought he was calling me the other person's name, and I went, who the fuck's Linda?
That's right.
And he's like, "Are you fucking idiot?" But aye, so that's bullying and harassment.
Linda.
Me? Linda isn't even a person. I said, this is ridiculous. We're meant to be pals. Aye, so that's how that came about, where they started calling me Linda.
So is
You're dead again. She's gone. This is time for me to get paid. Oh, well, I've got a 40, in fact. Oh, will I show my 40? Wait, now
is
show my 40.
this the blind reaction that you wanted to, like, why you wouldn't tell me before?
No, you want to put 40s up at me? I'll put a 40 up at you. This too hot. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Is this me sitting on your couch with a laptop?
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be that one.
Right, wait a minute. I'm greeting. Oh, how'd you find your photos on Facebook? Right here. Oh, can I get me back? Wait to see this cracker is Danielle. This is one of my favourite photos. I need to make sure there's no veins in it, but
No, I think it's just me and the laptop.
you talk while I look.
Aye, no bother. That was very nice.
But no, so we said earlier on, Danielle didn't drink when we first started, when we first became pals. Now she's near enough an alcoholic.
This is why I want everybody to experience Aileen.
But you want everybody to become an alcoholic? Become an alcoholic, and then when you need therapy, I've got a therapy business. I'm a counsellor.
Aye. But this is
why one of the colours my hair
that.
was before. So you can't even really see it, to be fair. Wait a minute. Why did that disappear? Right, so that was one of the colours my hair was. That was when I used to be no fat. But I thought I was fat then. I always thought I was fat. Right, so
You're not fat now, you're chunky.
I'm aiming towards my panda life, because you know how I want to be a panda when I'm not here anymore. So I need to have the physique to be a panda, don't I?
Aye.
And yeah, how many photos are on here?
And you keep saying you're cold in Scotland, so that's your winter jacket you're wearing.
I don't need a winter jacket, I'm bloody menopausal. I think I've still got another wee bit to go. Have I passed it? I don't think I've passed it yet. I must be nearly there. Are you nearly there?
That's what
I bet a few females have said that quite a few times.
Yeah, that's what he says, I know. Are you nearly there yet?
Keep going, I'm nearly there.
So I do think that we need to be on our social media and like get people to send us in like topics they want to hear about, like you would talk to your par about, or if you're too embarrassed to talk to, you can.
I went past it.
What?
I went past it. I don't know where it is. Right, say that again. You think people what?
Can let them know that they can email us in topics.
Aye. So I know we're going to have a laugh, and it's going to be a bit of a gossip with two pals and whatever else. Although we're not going to name any names or anything like that, and we're not going to talk about anything too serious. But what we will do is, if you want is to be your agony aunt, that's the right word, isn't it? Then write in if you've got a wee problem with your boyfriend. Listen, I've had tons of problems with boyfriends. I'm an expert on problems with boyfriends. That's how I don't want one ever again. Danielle, I think you might be getting lucky here, Hen, because I can't find that photo.
Oh, I know that'll be the topic in next episode.
It's alright, I'll put it on social media just to make you not feel left out. So if you want us to sort your problems out, I mean, you might be better with Danielle sorting them out, but I don't know. What else though? If you've got any gossip, but just to say, we're not naming any names on it, so everything will be. I can't find the photo. I need to find it later.
Everything can be anonymous.
Anonymous. Obviously, I've said I am a counsellor anyway. We've both went through a lot in our lives as well, though. We'll get into that at a later date. I just don't like my bra straps showing, sorry. I will talk about different things that we've been through at later dates. We're not going to get into everything today. But it might even be that you want us to tell somebody something for you, but I'm not going to bully somebody for you, so don't try and get me to say your bad words. Do that yourself.
Or we could
Yeah, I always got to say something, but I think that's just taking it too far. We could propose to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or we could dump them for you.
no, that has been taken too far. Like
Yeah, that's right. Don't, I'm going to end up with panties again.
You're going to become a panda sooner than you think. Oh, fucking drop.
That was
Sorry for the bad language.
Karma for bullying me again. But listen, I just nearly peed myself there.
See, we can talk about stuff like that, women problems. After you have to arrange, you can't hold the toilet in.
Right, no, but some people are too embarrassed or too scared or whatever to propose. So write in and we'll do it for you. I'm not doing a romantic thing for you, but I'm just got to say such and such wants you to marry them.
Secretary, I'm married. How can I propose to somebody?
You're not proposing for them to marry you. You're proposing for them to marry that person.
Can you imagine if your boyfriend actually like contacted a podcast and says, "Gonna message my missus or phone her online"?
He's going a bit
Yeah,
better.
I'd marry her.
No,
The boy would be single.
Do you remember the episode of Friends where Ross done something to Rachel? I can't remember.
Ross has done it 3 times.
No, was it? We were on a break.
Ross is the one that has things getting divorced.
No, but he phoned into a radio station to apologise to Rachel, and then Rachel phoned in and went, "But do you want to know what he's really apologising for?" And then
exactly. Apologies are different than proposing.
No. Some people get nervous. I know me and you are not that type of person.
In all honesty, if somebody proposed to you through somebody else, would you say aye?
Listen, no fuckers ever proposed to me in my life, and it's not going to happen now, so I'll take any proposal I can get.
You need to put a pound in the sperm jar, just what?
I've not got a pound. I don't get paid till next week.
You better get it in the sperm jar, just what?
Nah, no doing it. Make me. You're in another country. Right, so anyway, if you want me to tell somebody, no, I'm not going to say
a poll about this. If your other half proposed to you via somebody else, would you accept it? I bet you everybody.
Some people would. Right, put it this
way. Who's accept somebody else proposing for them?
No, right. You're talking about people that are confident enough to date, right? But you've got people like people that might be a bit nervous and maybe.
Right, so they date in a room when nobody's there. I'm not asking for a big show or anything like that.
Listen, Linda.
No, Linda, you're taking it too far. You've taken it too far, Linda.
Right. If you're a nervous Nancy, would you be able to propose to somebody, or would you rather you thought you done a romantic? I'm not saying you just write in and going to say to her, "I want to marry her." All you're saying is, listen, Danielle will write a poem and I'll read it. You could sing. You could do a wee romantic song for them.
I ain't bother.
Percy, she's agreed to it. You've not heard it. She agreed to it. She said aye.
I'll sing a song.
So right, here's a story. So you know how I want to move house?
Right.
Guess what I bought the other day? I
Boxes.
bought my boxes for moving house.
That's Did you buy them?
I bought my boxes for moving house.
Why do you not just go to Home Bargains or B&M or something? I think give you boxes.
Because
Like
that would make sense. So I bought boxes for a house that I've not got yet.
Yeah.
Just want to tell you.
Oh,
So if anybody's got a house that I can rent off them, can you let me know? Please.
Right, let's go into a topic. What topics have we got this week?
Danielle constantly rolling her eyes every time I come up with a brainwave.
Nah, a brainwave. You nearly dreamt me there with that one.
You're not anywhere near water.
But I really am, and I'm at the pool.
You're not at the pool, you're in the apartment.
Look, I'll show you the nice
I was going to
area.
say something there, but I better not say it. It's very good, very nice. Right. If you were to describe your scene as you're telling everybody I'm like Linda for give me a man after midnight. If you were to describe yourself as a character for any TV programme or any film, who would you be? Who do you think you relate to?
Lara Croft.
You? And you actually written it?
Oh, I've taken myself laughing there. Patsy the Fab.
Postman Pat.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know who I think you'd be. I don't think I'm like Linda for Gimme Gimme Gimme. I think I'm more Phoebe for Friends.
So would you think I look at Postman Pat?
No, I was going to talk about Jessica there, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Do you think you're like Patsy for Ab Fab?
I'm kidding on. I'm trying to think who I could be like.
I'm sweating. I don't know who you would be.
Melissa McCarthy in The Heat.
I've not seen that, so I can't say aye or no.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock for Miss Congeniality, where she always falls. That's me.
I could actually just be like Melissa McCarthy in any of her films.
I'll get you.
Identity.
Danielle thinks she's got like 25 personalities here.
I should have. And I've got a good bit of weight to support it and all.
Meet you and me both.
Oh, I know who you could be.
Yeah.
What's her name now? Blonde. Rebecca, is that her real name? She's in Funny
Rebecca Goodwin?
She's in Pure Funny.
Do you know who that is?
No. What's her name?
She works in a different kind of sex industry than what we worked in.
I don't understand that because, like, what can be different to what we worked in?
She actually has the sex.
Oh,
and
so
gets paid for it.
from the porn industry.
Do you remember remember we're not giving anybody anything right here, so we're not saying any names. But do you remember when I was going with a certain person when we were working for that company, and I tell everybody I worked in the sex industry and they all thought I was a prostitute?
Yes.
She's away again.
I'm not on here.
You never listen.
I'm looking for the name of that lassie. Oh, what's the film that she's in?
Gives a clue.
There's a song in it and the lassie sings the cups.
Oh, Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Let me see what that thing is called.
Do you remember in Ghost when Patrick Swayze used to sit and he was singing, he's going, I'm Henry the I'm Henry the I am.
Remember when somebody...
I was still telling about that the other day, what?
Remember when somebody used to sing it to me? Who was it used to sing it to me?
I don't know. I remember it happening, but I can't remember who it was. Wasn't me.
Her name's not even Rebecca.
I know. See if you dare tell me it's Fat Amy.
Who's Fat Amy?
This is Fat Shaming by my best pal.
Wilson.
You're calling me Fat Amy?
No, I'm just saying, like, you're as dolly as her, but...
You've just called me Fat Amy.
I don't know, you said it yourself. I just says
No,
that the
you
real
said
name of
in
the
that
Rebel Wilson.
film. You said in that film, and in that film, she's Fat Amy. So
That's
you've
okay.
just got me Fat Amy.
No, I didn't know you called yourself that.
Fat shaming. You've just fat shamed me.
Can't I fat shame anybody? I'm a size I will.
Well, I'm size of 10 and a panda added in.
Told you I'm
So
going
do you
with my
think I'm
granddad.
like her in
I'm
that
not
film?
fat, I'm big boned. My granddad always told me that.
I'm big something, but I don't think there's any bones in there. I think it's just
My
fat.
granddad's bones are big, I'm big boned.
I've not got that excuse because I was always like under 8 stone.
You were my skinny pal.
And then somebody put some hot air in me.
I told you not to use that full body shampoo.
I don't think you're going to say that. I'm like,
Gave extreme volume in the wrong places.
listen, nothing's been in any places for a very long time. Thank you kindly.
I know we need to sort this. Maybe we should do a poll for that.
No, because you know what's got to happen, don't you?
Maybe that's something that we could do. Like
How can you do a poll about that? Should Aileen or should she not?
No.
A poll is just say yea or nay. You agree or you don't agree.
Who wants to?
Well.
And then you get to pick.
I'll just go and spice some extra double A's. Take it.
We need to like get a date sorted for you.
How? But I think I'd be too much like hard work. No. Because I'm very set in my ways, aren't I? Do you know that way when you've been either single for too long or in a relationship for too long in a relationship, but if you've been in a certain type of relationship for a long time, so you're used to that kind of relationship, whether you like it or you don't like it, whether it's good or bad. But the same as if you've been single for a long time, you get used to being single, you get used to your own ways. So you don't want anybody to come in and disrupt that. And I feel as if I've just got a nice way. Everything's just then these days to an extent, apart from the hormones. But like me and my 2 boys, I've got a good wee life. We'll get a brilliant relationship together. I don't want anybody to come in and disrupt it. I think that's the point where I'd end up in Cottonville.
Yeah. But then
like, it's not that nobody's asked.
All the benefits.
Right, so I've been offered that as well. The ex. Don't know what that says. No. So
somebody to scratch your itch.
Aye, no, right. So listen, I can scratch my itch, don't you worry. But
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, she needs to scratch it. She's an anything like that just to let people know.
I was going to say something there, but I'm not saying it. No, it's not that nobody's asked me. It's just not the right person. See if the right person came along and it made me think, oh, aye, do you know what? I quite like to go on a date with him. I'd say aye. It's just always the right person that comes and asks me.
Yeah.
And then I've got, I don't really want to kind of say too much about this person because they know who they are and I know who they are and you know who they are. Does ask almost daily. And I say no every time. And then he says, well, do you just want to have a wee think about it? No, you're all right, I'll pass. But it's just, I'm the type of person though who, see if a relationship's ended, it's ended for a reason and I don't go back the way. I went back the way once and it was her fault I went back the way. And I'm still single, so what does that say?
You didn't listen to me.
You tell me to go back and I went back and I'm still single.
Geleceğim birazdan. Tamam ben geliyorum birazdan tamam. Hadi.
She's talking so that I don't understand what she's saying.
I had to my system.
So I've never, it's not that I don't give anybody a second chance. If I think it's worth it, I would think about it. But it's just all my relationships have ended for a reason that there's no point in going back. This particular relationship It didn't, it didn't. We'll not say too much. But do you remember when I got that message though, and that phone call that day? And I was like, oh my God, I don't actually know what my reaction's got to be, because I hadn't spoke to this person for over 2 years. And then out of the blue, they went and messaged my business page. At the time, I was not a professional person. I used to do printed clothing and gifts and things like that. And they messaged my, what was it? And no, what's the one with the X it's called now? What did it used to be called? Twitter. They messaged that, but stupidly messaged it for an account that I knew they were running, although it wasn't in their name. And said, oh, I want to, is it a good time to phone you, because I want to speak to you about getting t-shirts printed, do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I phoned her and I'm like, he thinks I'm fucking daft. He thinks I don't know it's him. And I was raging. But at the same time, I was quite excited because I didn't know what he was going to say. And then he phoned me. And he's talking down the phone and I'm going back to my pal. He's a prick. He's a prick. And I was calling him everything, but he didn't know I was saying it because I wasn't saying it out loud. Phoned her on the way down and she's like, oh my God, what if he proposes to you? What if he's got to get married? And she's saying all this to me and I'm driving down here going, I don't even know if he's still got to be stoned by the time I'm finished talking to him. No, in a good way. So she convinced me to go back to him, gave me a second chance. This is the same one that the two of them bullied me, by the way. So the long and short of that was that only lasted another 3 years or something, and then I binned them off again and never to be seen again.
But in the 3 years, you must admit you were happy.
I'd say 2.5 years I was, or just short of 2.5 years I was.
You said I'm right.
So 2.5 years, roughly, I was happy. Probably 2 years, I would say. Should we again? She doesn't even want to talk anymore.
No, I'm here. The sun's going to rise. Can you hear me?
Aye. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Aye, but no, 2 years I was happy, and then the last year I was quite miserable deep down, but didn't show anybody. I was insecure in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. But now you're back to your happy self.
That took a bit of a turn, didn't it? Aye, listen. I've never been the type of person though, even as a teenager, like see when all your pals are dating and whatever else, I've never been the one who's been like, I need a boyfriend. I've never been the type of person that needs a man. I've always been the one that if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, and I can make myself happy. I don't need somebody else to make me happy.
That's what you should be.
I can argue with myself. I do that daily. I can do a lot for myself. Anyway, freezing now. You told me to not put that jumper on and now I'm freezing. But I don't know. Everybody's different. Some people, I do know a couple of people who need to be in a relationship to be happy. But that's more about their insecurities, I think.
No, it's more about.
I think you should be at a point in your life where you don't need. There's nothing that you need. It'd be nice to have a nice house. It'd be nice to have a nice car. It'd be nice to have a partner or whatever, a husband or a wife or whatever. But it shouldn't be a need. You should be able to make yourself happy.
A lot of people are scared to be alone, and that's why they stay in different.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And I've been in relationships like that before, where either they've got you to a point. Sorry, I'm looking at my vision board and there's something being taken off it, and I don't know what's been taken off it. Either they've got you to a point. Sorry, I'm looking at my vision board and there's something being taken off it, and I don't know what's been taken off it. What was I saying? I've been in relationships before where the people make you think that you need to be with them because you can't be happy. Like, for example, I was in a relationship when I was a teenager, and it wasn't a good relationship, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to dampen anybody's day or anything like that. But I was only 7 stone 10 at the time, so I was under 8 stone, and I'm only 5'3" and a wee tiny bit. And he always says to me, if you ever put on even a pound, I'll dump you. Nobody will want you. Nobody will ever want you if you put on a pound. Who's even going to know it's a pound? But when you're in a relationship like that and they're telling you that, you believe it. Because by the time they're telling you that, they've already got you in the gutter. Do you know what I mean? They've already got you thinking the worst of yourself. It's not as if that's just a one-off comment. That's something that's you've got to that point with that person. And I think that's how I know I don't need a man. Because I know how bad it can be. I know how good it can be, but I also know how bad it can be.
Man, so people out there that's struggling with boyfriend problems or anything, you can message in us, and they can.
And Danielle, don't take Danielle's advice when she tells you to get back with your ex.
I'm actually really good at advice. I seen how.
Just hear the conversation we've just had.
Just stop.
No.
I seen how hurt you were, and to be fair, before the phone call came, you weren't done.
No, I wasn't. We all know that. We all know I wasn't done.
Oh, so
because it never ended. It never.
Very much you missed that person, and that's why I says to you, well, get another chance then. Like it
because
might work.
It never ended in the sense there was no arguments, there was no fight, there was nobody said. It just wasn't there anymore.
Aye.
There was no closure.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm like? See, when I'm in a certain situation, you're a bit like that as well, though, I think. Like, I always make a joke of everything, even if it's serious in my life. I'll make a joke.
That's
Like,
my coping mechanism.
Something about me, see if it's about me, I'll always put myself down before I let anybody else, or I'll make a joke of myself before I let anybody else. Do you know what I mean? And on the phone call, when I did finally finish it, and just as a joke, I went, I can't remember what he said, and I went, but that's because I'm a better person than you. But I don't ever think I'm better than anybody else unless you're a bad person. And you know what I mean by that. But I don't think I'm better than anybody else. But I just said that to him to kind of, because it was that the conversation was starting to get awkward. And then I know you're a better person than me, and I'm like, but I'm not any better than anybody else. You're not any better, you're not any worse. I mean, there was traits in him where he did think he was better than anybody else, but you just tell him straight.
Yes, definitely.
But then, do you remember I was trying to set you up with his best pal at one point?
Aye.
He had a bow and it was so funny. But Danielle, I just don't know how you never gave him a chance. Danielle, just in case you don't know.
My heart belongs to Turkey.
Shanks a foreign. We've left us for the foreign life.
Yes. I think I'm the only person I know that moved abroad that hates the sun.
I was meant to move abroad when I was 17. Have I told you this story before? I was meant to move to Portugal when I was 17. I had a job and everything. And then, but my dad always said, you're not going yourself, you can only go if your cousin goes, because there's only 10 months between me and her. And we were inseparable at that time. But then she got a boyfriend and decided not to go. Can you hear my door rattling?
No.
No, that's okay. My kitchen doors, because her upstairs washing machine's on, my kitchen doors making that noise. So But then she got a boyfriend, or get more serious with her boyfriend, I can't remember, and decided she didn't want to go. So I couldn't go. But then every decision, regardless of whether it's a positive or a negative decision at the time, takes you to where you are now.
It sure does. Look at me.
Aye, you've got double one and double two.
Yes. The joys.
I can't believe how cold it's just got. I'm sweating as well though, but I've got like I bring a sweat. It's
Mm-hmm.
and then I've also got freezing coldness. What did I
Anyway.
say the other day? I said something, and I knew nobody outside Scotland was got to under. That's what it was. My no wellness. That's a pure Scottish thing to say.
I am no well.
No, but it's not even I'm no well. It's my no wellness. Because of my no wellness, I couldn't do something. I said that in a sentence the other day, and I'm
I've
fine.
never heard it said like that before.
You must be posh. Aye.
Because of my no wellness, I've never heard it like that said like that before.
But you say it when you're in a...
No, I've heard it said like I'm no well, but no because of my no wellness. I think you've made that up. I think that's Aileen's dictionary.
I mean, it might be, but
No,
it's
no,
a
I
very
think
Scottish thing to say. It's a very Scottish way
no,
to say it.
I think that's an Aileen thing to say.
Go on, stop. Listen, this could be the one and only episode of this podcast if she doesn't stop bullying me.
No, that definitely never heard that in my life. My no wellness.
We'll put
You
another
drink
poll
your
up. How many polls have
a
you put
wellness
up?
centre.
Eh? What did you say?
Drinking a wellness centre.
Motherfucking wellness centre.
My no
I
wellness.
am the definition of what not to do. Nope. An unwellness centre. So, how long have you got left to your holiday?
I come back tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm presuming you do get to see the name. You might know. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, Danielle's name's the singing pirate. Oh, you've got it on TikTok though. So if you see it, if you're on TikTok, follow the singing pirate and you'll get to see everything that she does when she's in Turkey. She did have a Facebook group as well, but Facebook said no.
Yeah, Facebook
says we don't like you anymore.
Next week. I'll get my new one made up next week. And I'm going to need to actually start adding content on my singing pirate because I've not been filming enough with my social medias.
But I think part of that is because you do only work seasonal. So when you're out with the summer season or the peak season, you kind of think your brain goes out of work mode because you're no physically working, so you forget to put things on social media.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Whereas if you were work 12 months of the year, you would be constantly putting stuff up because you would have new stuff to put up.
It's mental. But we need to think for next week's topics. We need to get topics for next week's episode so that we can have a conversation.
Try not involve anything that I've said today. Don't ask us to rediscuss anything that I've said that you don't understand. Okay? It's this episode is a one-time topic.
Aye. Welcome to Aileen's world.
If I've said anything and you want it explained, go buy yourself a dictionary. A Scottish one.
An Aileen's dictionary.
Here, that could be my next project.
There we go.
I've got a wee project in the pipeline. No, if it's in the pipeline, you've already started it, haven't you? I've got an idea. And before we started recording, I tried to talk Danielle into it as well. And she's like, I love how you say, I've got something, but you need it with me.
Yeah.
Listen, this is all part of making future. Oh, I've got pins and needles in my hand. Making a better future for us and our friends. building the empire, growing the funds. I don't know how else you want me to put that positive to you.
Me?
I need to get you a wee cardboard cutout of me to put in the back.
No, we should have fun. Like, well, I'll not be sitting in this place the next time because I'm in a hotel room. But
we have got something that we're going to be using at some point, but I need to post them to Danielle, and I don't know how to.
Oh, aye, for my space.
I've actually got a few things to post out to you that I need to talk to you about because I don't know if everything can be posted because a couple of the things are for the Waynes.
No, I'll get somebody to pick it up for me.
Can you make them handsome?
Well, I can try. Actually, somebody's coming back tomorrow now.
Do they live in Glasgow?
Yeah.
North, south, east or west?
Don't know. Near your end.
North. Well, could I not drop it off to them tonight? What's that? Linda's not coming to see you. Tell Liza. Linda doesn't even like you.
Cardboard cut it so you're mixed to me. Selfie.
I'm telling my mum. Right, here's the thing.
Well,
you could
you not email me stuff and I could get it printed out?
I could. How you got to get it printed?
In my house with my printer.
I thought your printer was black and white.
Well, I'll take it to the printer shop.
Could I? But do they do on card?
I could get it done on card.
Right. Well, all you need to do, right, I'll tell you how to do it later. Danielle, I went and bought these. Do you know when you go and buy something cheap and you think, oh, that's a bargain, but in actual fact, it's not a bargain, it's shite. So I went into B&M and I bought 2 of these wee portable charger things. And I should have tippled when the lassie said to me, she went, oh, keep your receipt in case they don't work. Did I keep my receipt?
No.
Did they work?
No.
Don't get me wrong, they worked maybe once or twice. That'll be why they were reduced, they were half price. They were maybe a tenner and I got them for a £5 and I'm like, oh, I'll be bargain.
Right. Well, I'm going to need to wrap this up. Because
I don't think that's very fair. How long has this even been going on for?
Well, it's 4:30 now.
No, it isn't it? It's 24 minutes past 1.
I can wrap it up now and then come back in 20 minutes.
No, it's fine. Right, so if anybody does have a topic that you want us to talk about, this was not a proper episode. This was more just get to know me and Danielle and how daft she is, and how normal I am. And let us know what we were kind of going to talk about. So we're just going to sit and have a laugh, have a chill. We couldn't do very much today anyway because Danielle's on holiday. I mean, she picked just a wee, like, they meant to go on holiday. She only booked it when Tuesday night. So she was.
This is a wee pilot, so you can get to know us in just a wee last minute thing.
But if you want to write in, if you want to write in, we've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just look up Gossip with Friends podcast, or you can email gossipwithfriendspodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, it'll be, we'll do as much as we can. We don't want anything to be too serious, too much seriousness. Then you'll call you it.
We don't want to be too much serious.
You guys say either. We don't want to be too serious. We want to. So the whole point of this one, we chose to do it on a Saturday afternoon. So because every Saturday at 12 lunchtime, and the reason we chose that time and that day was because kind of the weekend, you might be getting ready to go out with your pals, or you might be going out for lunch, or you might be going out for a night out, or it might just be that a weekend you're not going out with your pals and you want to feel as if you're going out with your pals. So we're just trying to make it a light-hearted thing at the weekend. Have a laugh, have a gossip, have a whatever. Listen, you'll all be doing a lot more than what I'm doing, because I'm doing bugger all apart from trying to find a house at the minute. Are you alright, Danielle? Rub it in. Danielle's on holiday. Let's just run to the hotel.
Oh.
Go on the treadmill, go give a laugh.
No, Melody went on it yesterday and decked it.
Go, give it, go, I want to see you deck it.
No. What would she?
Listen, you've totally ripped it out of me this full episode, and you think that you're getting away with it. I'm going to find that photo for next week.
Yes. Next week, the episode's going to be fun. If you want to grab a wee glass of Prosecco, everybody's actually here doing their swimwear on because I'm coming at the spa. If you want to grab a wee glass of Prosecco, a wee bottle
I hope
of
they
wine.
don't want pies for being in. Danielle, move your head to the side a wee bit so they can't see them.
We
You're
can
making it worse. And
We
you're
can-
like, bad.
have some gossip with friends and have a laugh.
Aye. It will. We'll talk about what we've done through the week. We'll talk about whatever.
Right, guys, time to go, and I will phone you in 15 minutes once I've done this and I've back upstairs, right?
Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed the first episode and looks forward to the next. Speak to you all soon. Bye bye.
Yes.
Just